Major power outages in New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, come amid worries about failing infrastructure. As if it wasn't enough for America to bomb 2 countries, kill 50 ISIS terrorists, wake up Kim Jong-un's paranoia, upset Russia, and China, and whoever else, now Americans are under attack by their own infrastructure. All coincidence. All random. No connection. No curiosity. No suspicion. No meaningful investigation. No suspects. No military, national, or intelligence interest. And obviously, still no one is in charge. As long as your lights are on, don't worry about those without power. We'll get to you soon enough. By the way, tell us again for the record. Where did all the money go? Gone. And just like that, no more money, no more infrastructure. The outages occurred on the heels of an infrastructure report card that gave poor grades to both mass transit and power systems across the country. In New York, platforms were packed, and riders were stuck underground. Were they stuck, or were they trapped, underground, in the dark when an outage in Midtown Manhattan backed up trains all over the city, Friday morning? Have the mayors of these affected cities considered the possibility that a combination power outage, urban congestion, lethal gas, and biological terror attack would make for a very bad day for hundreds of thousands of people stacked and packed in a megacity during the busiest time of day, rush hour? People were stranded in the elevators. Were people stranded, or are people being drawn into an ambush? And why isn't the U.S. military viewing this as a sort of pre-terror attack, lethal biological drill, combined with a power outage? Out of all the scenarios put forth, a combination outage/biological attack would be the worst case, with hundreds of thousands dead within minutes. Trapped underground, in tunnels, in high-rise buildings, elevators, and stairwells, thousands would perish, still clutching their cell phones, which would be of no use to them, in a situation where every second would count. If ever there was a scenario when emergency evacuation drills should have been conducted, Friday, April 21, 2017, should have been that day. If numerology is your thing, then 2 + 1 + 2 + 0 + 1 + 7 equals 13. Friday the 13th to be exact. Just one more coincidence piled on top of endless coincidences. 3 major U.S. cities were hit simultaneously with mass power failures. Coincidence? Why no emergency evacuations? Where are the heightened terror alerts? Coincidence? Within the past week, the U.S. has bombed 2 countries in the Middle East, and ISIS terrorists are present in both. The 2 other major nuclear powers, Russia and China, are very concerned with these U.S. attacks. And now, North Korea is exhibiting its paranoia again. Kim Jong-un is showing off North Korea's war power with massive parades of soldiers, tanks, and missiles. Coincidence? When was the last time you saw a massive public display and parade of U.S. soldiers? Militarily, these power outages should be treated as, at least, a serious threat to national security. Coincidence? Have the American people drifted back into some sort of pre-9/11 malaise? Have the American people drifted back into some sort of pre-9/11 malaise? Are we showing signs of senseless violence fatigue? Our spiritual and physical energies have been drained to the point where our reflexes are dull, unresponsive, and ineffective. The mentally ill are so desperate for attention today that they now have to resort to killing people on Facebook to guarantee their recorded act goes viral. are people coming off their meds to compete for a special place in the Hall of Fame for the insane. These outages need to be taken more serious, especially by those whose budgets are going to increase significantly under President Trump. Those in the Pentagon get well paid to simulate these types of threats. If they don't see these outages as a potential terrorist threat, then God help us all, because the nation is completely defenseless. Again. And with all of this happening within the same week, police officers still find the time to seek out non-threatening, defenseless, unarmed Americans, and gun them down. While the best that our leaders can do with their latest pay raises is arrest a crack addict for dropping his crack pipe under a major interstate overpass, setting off a blaze, and a chain of events that would bring Atlanta rush hour traffic to a complete halt for months. Who's in charge here? Cops. Crack addicts. Clueless leadership. Kim Jong-un. ISIS. Ronald McDonald.